Checking updates. Updates finished.
Hello and welcome to Wednesday's Flight Sim stream. Normally we have a video on this, but today I've decided I'm going to do a stream because I didn't have time to record a video. So what I'm going to do instead is a flight that I haven't done in a while, or flights that I have not done in a while, and that is going to be using the 737 with the Zibo mod and doing a bit of a transfer flight from London Gatwick over to Manchester. We'll be getting into the sim very, very shortly. I will be looking for a fair amount of chat, hopefully, because in a flight like this, I should be able to chat a fair amount, talk about the aircraft, talk about anything like that. So it should be pretty nifty. And yeah, I mean, I just updated the Zibo mod to the latest version, which is why the stream didn't start at 8 o'clock, because I was updating it. And right now we're just loading in, so that's why you still see streams starting soon. But we'll be going into the game momentarily. I've downloaded some charts from Nat for the... Well, you can just hear me sorting out my earphones. I've downloaded some charts from NATS, which is National Aeronautical, what do you call it, in the UK, which gives us all the latest charts. So I've got the charts for Gatwick, and I've got the charts for Manchester, so Echo Golf Kilo Kilo and Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. I've also got a briefing that will be hopefully on the AviTab, if the AviTab works. I know some people have had some issues with AviTab lately in the latest version of the 737 Zibo mod, but hopefully it works for me. I've got a full briefing done, a few little errors here and there, but for the most part it's a full briefing and it should be working absolutely fine. Let me just adjust myself so that I'm in a much more comfortable position to talk and a much more comfortable position to fly. Microphone stuck. There we go. Perfect. Right, let's pop that on there. Move this here. That should be absolutely fine. You guys should be able to hear me pretty much, in theory, pretty much perfectly. And I should be able to read your chat messages, and you guys should also be able to enjoy the loading. I say loading because literally that's what it's doing. In fact, let's go into game and you'll be able to see right now exactly what I am seeing. Now I have tried to do this as ultra low latency, but you just never know. You never know when this YouTube decides ultra low latency is going to work, or when it's not. It could be 3 seconds behind, it could be 4 seconds behind. It's supposed to only be a couple of seconds behind, but yeah, like I said, you just do not know. Hopefully I've got 0 drop frames, and it should be 0 drop frames through the entire session. If it is, if we do start dropping frames, as a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a slight adjustment to ensure that I do avoid dropping frames. There. That should stop me from dropping frames. Okay. Loading screen. Plane is config for landing. Do anyone else get bugged by how the loading... I'm not quite understanding what you're trying to say there. Come on, aircraft. Load. We haven't got all day. We've got a plane to fly. Any time now. Any day. Any year, perhaps. Ah, here we go. Lovely. Okay, so we are loaded up. Let's get on with it now. Unfortunately, I also don't know how many viewers are watching because bugs. Also, thankfully, these have come back. Last time we had a few issues on this. Now, hopefully this aircraft does work as I want it to work. We can have a look outside. I'm using the Monarch livery. For some reason, it's a little bit... The colours are a little bit oversaturated there. I could switch off reshade and that's a bit better, but there is a bit of oversaturation for some bizarre reason on that side. Like speed 1100, no auto brake, etc. 6 watching, fantastic. I'm still not sure what you're talking about. Speed at 144, heading 000. No, heading 000 is just heading north. You don't really need auto brakes for landing. 5 watching. Okay, well people are clearly just bailing. They must have seen the Monarch aircraft and just went, nope, not happening, not having it. Well, anyway, let's get on with it as quickly as we possibly can. I'm going to try and do this a slightly different way, watching slightly different, running slightly different procedures. But we can have a look at AviTab, and before we do anything on AviTab, I am going to just go through the presets once again because a few things have to be changed. So what do I prefer on this? Well, I prefer having let's see, blended wings, that's fine. Over under, I quite prefer the over unders. Landing lights, halogen. As a matter of fact, this is not too bad. A multi-mode receiver, don't know what that is. That's a new one. Realism, yep, real. That's all fine. I do switch tyre blown advanced off. The only reason I do that is because of the brakes. That's what I have. Flew on Monarch to Portugal 2 years back. About this time of year, the return flight was cancelled. Oh, that's a shame. What specs do I have? Once we get in the air, remind me to just ask that question once again, and I will give you all of my specs. Parking brake set. I'm going to use that as simply, and I think that's good. That's good. Nothing, no problems here. As a matter of fact, I think it's remembered this. Put that on detail and sync with the captain side. Audio. Passenger volumes, nothing at the moment. That's pretty good. Okay, let's leave it at that. And let's have a look at some of the new services. Because we've got AirStairs, which is pretty cool. We've got a GPU Connect, which I am going to do. Wait, is that telling me it's connected? Disconnected. I have no idea. No, that's telling me it's connected. There we go. GPU connected. Chocks are on the aircraft for now. That is. We'll sort out the better pushback afterwards. We'll even pop AirStairs on. Why not? It's because that's a new one. So let's have a look at the AirStairs. I'm just going to get the things cleaning. We're doing a transfer flight, of course. Nothing too major. I am going to adjust the fuel on board as well. Door-wise, I'm just going to open that door. I don't know where the AirStairs are. I have no idea where the air stairs are, but I'm just going to leave that door open for now. Yeah, it just makes it seem a little bit, I suppose it just makes it seem a little bit fancy. Anyway, fuel-wise, let's go have a look. So if you go into AviTab and go into our charts, I've got today's plan, and that's this one right here. Hopefully you guys can see that fairly well. And I just need to check what my zero fuel weight is going to be. It's going to be 42.7 today. How much fuel am I going to need? 4435 required, 834 reserves. I think I'm reading that correctly. So I want to put in 4622 kilograms to get from one place to another. So 4622. I'm actually going to drop that down to only about 2 tons. We've got a very light payload, and I'm going to go for 4.9 tons of fuel. That gives me a zero fuel weight of 43.4. 43.4, and our charts today said that my zero fuel weight would be... I've lost my zero fuel weight again. There it is. 42.7, 43.4. Health safety would count. Yes, they would. Yes, they very, very much would. I do have historical weather on, so we should have the exact weather that we had at this point in time. Now, let's just go ahead and start getting this this aircraft started. It's been a little bit of time. Oops, it's been a little bit of time since I've flown this aircraft. I don't even know if it's got my... No, unfortunately, it's lost my flight. What do you call it? The views. So that's a little bit annoying. But anyway, let's go ahead and start this up. So I'm going to stick that in. That's going to be closed. So battery in, standby power, alternate flaps. God's closed already on that. Electric hydraulic pumps we need to make sure are off. That's fine. That's fine. We've got our battery power. That's good. If I just go over to ground power, we do have ground power. I am going to jump straight onto ground power right now. I'm going to make sure that those are all off. Landing gear is down. Loads of warnings, loads of signs coming up. Have I landed? I have not landed. I have not even taken off. Right. So unfortunately, like I said, I don't have some of the views, unfortunately, which is a shame. I am going to pull up an ATIS request for Echo Golf Kilo Kilo, though. I'm going to send an ATIS request there. Let that go ahead and start what it needs to do. I am going to switch on my nav lights. There we go. That's going to look quite nice. Perfect. So from the outside, it's going to look pretty good. I have also changed the displays on this to some nice one. You're on Gatwick ground on VATSIM. All right. Well, I'm Gatwick ground right now, but I'm not on VATSIM. Okay. In the meantime, we need to have a look at anything else that we have. I'm not going to start the APU just yet, so I'm going to go for the alignment of the RS immediately. There we go. That's going to be aligning and then going to do whatever it needs to do. Yeah, enter RS position. That's fine. Position in it is going to be Echo Golf Kilo Kilo. We're at gate... where the heck are we? Gate 4? I need to double check this. Where did I stick myself? Also, I've got to also remember my controls. Ramp 6. There you go. Resume flight. So we're going to go for 6. There we go. And I'll take this from GBS left. And I'll just do that. Lovely. Okay, we're not going to go on further with the route just yet. I'm not going to also switch on the APU just yet. We're just going to do a little bit more in terms of the checks. So we've got a whole bunch of errors going on. I'm also going to shut these guys up behind me. We're going to close the door. Close all those doors. Fantastic. It's a transfer flight. Nothing's happening really. We do have this. We're going to leave those. Fortunately, the air stairs didn't actually work for some bizarre reason. Anyway, right, let's go through these checklists. Why not? Right, here we go. Done, done. Yep, all these will assume are checked. In fact, some of these should be checked anyway. Having a look up and around. Your damper, yeah. That's a PSEU light right there. LT lights over there, that's fine. Yep, everything is pretty good at this moment in time. GPS light is. Service interphone we're not going to worry about. Engine panel we're not worrying about those yet. Passenger oxygen we don't really have to worry about. Landing lights we've got 6 green, 3 there and 3 there. So that's absolutely fine. Flight recorder we're not worrying about, but I guess we could do let's actually switch that on. Guard is closed for the flight recorder. And passenger oxygen is absolutely fine. Stall warning test. Yeah, let's do that. Why don't we do that? Let's just see if that actually works. Stall warning test is up here. Yep. The air stairs is it's a new one. So there's the new version of Zibo, the 336, is the air stairs. The manual gear, by the way, is back here. I've shown this before. There's the manual landing gear. So we're not really worried about that. In fact, I think I'll just sort of sit here and do it from here. Parking brake as needed. Well, it is set, so that's not a problem. Right there. Great. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. We've done that. IRS position is going in. Let's go ahead and do our route now. Why don't we? We've also got our 80s for Gatwick. That's not a lot of information. I suppose we don't need much information. 290 at 5. Temperature 10, dew point 4. 1021. Let's actually do that. 1021. There we go. That way we're not going to forget. At least it's done there. And we've done it here. There we go. Job done. Let's stick the route in. 7 people watching. Fantastic. Hopefully those 7 people are going to enjoy. I do apologise if I mess something up because, like I said, it's been a while since I've flown the 737. And, yeah. I don't think there's much more of an excuse. Today's flight. Right. I want a flight number. Alright. Pop in the flight number. The first flight number that I like gets the flight number for today's flight. And in the meantime, I will go through this and say, yep, that's done, that's done, that's done. We're doing that now. That we're not going to worry about. I am actually going to go ahead and do all of this by going back into AviTab, going to the charts. I actually put a flight number on this, 5483. Is 102 hectopascals in Europe. Well, it's 3378. Okay, I like that one. 10SK doesn't really work. 3378. Okay, let's go for 3378. So we're going to be Monarch 3378. There we go. Lovely. Alright, let's go ahead and sort out our route. Our route should be on this. I've got 16 pages of this. Page 2 of 16. Here we go. Okay. So we're looking for DET as far as I'm concerned. Yep. I should have really looked at an easier plan on this. Actually, no, we're going for Lambourne. So we're going for Lambourne right there. Then from Lambourne, we're probably going to go... Right, I'm just going to pop all of these in because the last one I used to give me more information as to the flight plan itself. So using the airways. This one doesn't seem to give me the airways for some reason. Oh wait, there's that. There it is. Never mind, got it. So is there a Manchester one? No. Why is there no Manchester one? Unless I'm... Right, if anyone could tell me whether I'm reading this wrong, I should have all the routes, all the airways popped in for me, but it doesn't seem to show it. Which is annoying. That's really annoying. So I'm going to have to put all of these. Looks like we're doing the Lambda 5 Mike departure. Oh, never mind. I've seen it. Oh, I'm an idiot. There we go. November 57. November 57 to Welling. Yep. I was not looking at that. Well-in is that one there. And we're doing November 5-7. There we go. And then we're doing Tango 420 to Trent. So Trent is TNT. And we're looking for that one there. And it's Tango 420. And then it looks like that is our approach. Danny 2 Alpha to Manchester. Fantastic. Okay. We're doing all right. We're not doing too badly. Let's activate that. Execute. We'll now go for departures, arrivals. We'll do departures from here. We're looking for 26. What is it? 26 right, 26 left. We'll take off 26 left, and our departure is Lambourne. Was it 2 X-ray? No, 5 Mike. Lambourne 5 Mike. There we go. And our presumed arrival is going to be ILS 23. Let's go ILS 23 right on the, what was it? Danny 2 Alpha. Do I have a Danny 2 Alpha? I do not. Danny 2 Alpha. There we go. 23 left. Why does that not give me... So why can I do VDM? Ah, it's 23... Right, we're looking for 23 left. I want to have 23 left. That's probably what it is. No? No? Just go for ILS 23 left then. ILS 23 right. Let's see what that does. Alright, there we go. There's our route sorted out. Okay, at this point in time, I suppose... we've got our entire route done. Let's go over to this. At this point, I think I'm going to actually start working on starting up the APU. So, I'm going to stick on... Let's see, which fuel pump do I want? That fuel pump? I think it's that one. See, like I said, it's been such a long time, I can't even remember. Here we go. And I will start the APU up. And on that, just to double check my APU to make sure it's going to start up properly, I need to make sure that my packs are on here. Because really I should have done that anyway. I should have had those packs on. Bleed switch needs to go on for the APU, like so. And do we have APU available? No, it's coming down. We'll have APU available momentarily. Come on, come on, give me APU, give me the green. Give me the green, then we can get off ground power. I'm also going to switch on my anti-collision light at this point in time. Our flight altitude today is going to be 20,000 feet. That's going to be our altitude, our cruise altitude. We have APU. There we go. Disconnect ground power. Just make sure that's okay. That's on the APU. That's absolutely fine. Great. We can now go ahead and disconnect you. I'm going to sort out the pushback now. So let's pre-plan our pushback. And we are going to go for being pushed back like so. Yep, that's our pushback for today. I will accept
Ground
that.
to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
I will do. Right. Next up, let's go through the rest of these. So, we've got all of this. We need to sort out our zero fuel weight. Well, it's 43.4. Our planned fuel. How much fuel are we going to use today? Again, back into the charts. We are using... not a lot. Wait, how much are we using? Unfortunately, I'm not used to reading it in this form. I think I'm assuming we're going to be using about 3,000. I'm going to put 3.5 in. No, I'm going to put 3.8 in. Like so. No, for reserves, sorry. My mistake. For reserves, I'm going to put 0.9 in reserves. Cost index, I'm just going to stick in 25. Flight level for the cruise is 200. There we go. I'm going to leave it like that. Transition altitude 6,000. That's absolutely great for us. I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. We're going to go for outside air temperature is, well, just going to stick it at 10 to see what comes up. Right, we're going to go for a 24k D rate, no, /10. 24k D rate. We don't need to do anything more than that. I'm going to do a manual takeoff, since in a sense we have an empty. Why is it saying red? Wait a minute. That's an error I've had a couple of times now. Why have I got red there? No, where was it? Red. N1 limit. Why have I got red? Can anyone... Right, this error never used to come up, so if anyone can tell me why this error comes up. Invalid entry, yeah, fine. Let me just try and derate it on purpose. Nope. Anyone else had this issue before? Because I had this issue and then I don't know, it started with the last update and obviously I couldn't get any takeoff configs. 392. There we go, we're about right there. In which case I'm just going to have to do it by myself. We've got 290 at 5. There we go. Oh, what is this red? Anybody here that has a clue? Because I don't. Like I said, that's the second time I've seen it. Why does this not know where I am? There we go. I could have a look on the internet very quickly. But obviously that's going to be a waste of time. We need to be up in the air probably within 15 minutes. We need to be in the air. Or we need to be headed out to be in the air. So let's have a quick look. Zibo 737 N1 limit red. What we got? Ah, looks like there's someone else had this issue. Maybe I've just done something wrong. Right. I mean, I'll just stick 25 in there. It's still red. Red for all. Okay. Ah, there we go. Done. Clear the temperature on the D rate, then click the button next to it, autofill. Well, I didn't know you could do that in that. Let's just do a massive D rate. That's weird. Okay, let's do a massive D rate. There we go. 94%. 89%. We should be able to do a climb on that. Still got red, but it's 94%. That's the red line there. Good. There's our V speeds. That should be easy enough. Let's go for it. Right. Max this out. Okay, you know what? Fine. Let's go max this out. Let's do that. Let's go for 26k. We'll max it out, so we'll do 31. 96.9. Let's do 30. See what we can get. Nope. Right, we'll do 31. 31's the best we got. There you go. That's going to be our 96% N1, and a way lower. What do you call it? V1 V2 speed. I'm going to set this to be V2, which is 115. Empty aircraft. So great. Like so. And I think we're now coming up that we're pretty much good to go. I'm going to run another ATIS request just to make sure that we're okay. There we go. Just to ensure that we're okay. And once that comes back, has that come back? I don't think that's the one that's come back. 16:54. What's the time? 16:55. Yeah, that's the one that's come back. Yep, everything is still exactly the same. Nothing's changed. Fantastic. All right, we're pretty much good to go. There you go. We're on our takeoff reference. We are good for our pushback. So let's call for our pushback now, and we will get ourselves going.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
All right. Should have a tow truck come about. There it is. There's our tow truck for today. And we will begin our startup checklist, which I tell you what, we'll just have a look at it here. So you can see that we've done all of these. We could do a quick test of the lights and things like that if we really wanted to. There you go. All lights working all the way along. They all work. Every light works all the way. Brilliant. So we've done all that. That's fine. We're not going to worry about that. We'll worry about landing altitude afterwards. We're not blocking out any nose wheel steering or anything like that.
Okay. All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Thank you. Standby instruments have been checked. Flight instruments have been checked now. So we've done all our flight instrument checks. We know that. If we have a look at that, we've got our full movement. Well, the movement that we have without hydraulics, that is. As soon as the hydraulics come in, we'll have a lot more movement right there. It's absolutely fine, and the parking brake goes off. Right, speed brake lever is down. It's all the way down. Perfect. There you go. Reverse levers. Right, that's one that needs to be checked. Reverse levers are up for some reason. There we go. Reverse levers are down. I don't know what this one's doing. Perfect.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake's released. We should be moving back now. Okay.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
I will start engines once you have pushed me back. I'm going to go back to the charts, and we are going to have a look at Echo Golf Kilo Kilo. Let's have a look at our runway. Have we got the right runway? This is very bright for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I don't have the runway, do I? Which runway is that? 8 right. That's not the runway I want. Ah, rubbish. Okay, let me quickly, very quickly find the ATIS. I mean, not the ATIS, the ILS for runway 26. At this point, I'm probably going to switch on my logo light. There we go. All those can go on. Those can go on. Those can go on. That's looking pretty good to me. Once we're stopped, then I'll go ahead and do the rest. Right. EGKK ILS 26 left. Just need to know what the ILS for 26 left is. FS open, this will do. Gatwick 26 left, 110.90. It's the same. 110.90. 110.90. There we go. I'll stick that on both, just to be
Operation complete.
doubly sure.
Set parking brake.
Parking brake set. Thank you.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And I will have this set for 077 and have this set for 077. There we go. If you have to reverse up, pushback goes 100. If you have the reverse up, no, the reverses. Yes, yes indeed. Yes indeed. Now Manchester, I'll be landing on, I think 109.5 is the disconnect hand signals. Where's my hand signals? Hello? Don't know where you are. Well, anyway, let's start getting everything on. So, your damper, make sure that's on now. Fuel pumps are on. Ground power switch is obviously off. All these generators are on.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you. I'll be looking out for your hand signal. Alright, probe heats are... Oh, why did I switch probe heats on now? That was stupid. We don't need any of the anti-ice. Trim air is on, like so. Reset fans, we've done all of that. Engine bleed switches are all on. We've got our 80s, we've programmed everything in. I think we've programmed everything in. Auto brakes can now go to RTO to make sure. TCAS panel, let's do that. That's the annoying part. So you get, that's wait, what's the bug you get? So that's not just a bug you get. Which one are you looking at? I'm not sure what you're actually looking for on that. Where's my TCAS? Here it is. Let's run, I don't know, 5314. There we go. And we will put it into, we won't test it because we know it works. We'll do that. And that looks pretty good to me. I really wish I had my view set up, but when I did it again, it just messed up, unfortunately. Okay. That's all. Cockpit's been prepared. That's all fine. All the doors are closed. Seatbelt signs are on auto. There we go. Fantastic. All the pumps are on. Anti-collision light is on. We can even have a look at this aircraft from outside, but we won't just yet. That's on. That pack controls now go off. Packs can go off. That's fine. I will put that onto. I'll leave that open, and we will start engine 2. Engine 2 start. Right. Here we go. Waiting for 25 on the N2. And bring in fuel. Why is my reverser closed then? There you go. And that's one engine started. Fantastic. Time for engine 2. Momentarily. I'm just waiting for it to... It's clicked out. Switch that over. Engine 1 start. Same process. I hope I've remembered to do everything here. I have a feeling maybe I haven't. You know when you think about things and you think, oh, maybe I've forgotten to do something in particular. But I think maybe I don't know. I really do not know. I don't know where the runway is either. I am down here somewhere, I think. Yeah, I'm down here somewhere, so if we just go for down taxiway Juliet Whiskey, no, Juliet Mike, and that should take us right down to the stop, or Juliet Mike Alpha, depending on where we are. Don't actually know where we are. If only someone wrote down a list of things to do in order. Yeah. Okay, that's all of them. Nice to see you on here, Chris. I think it's called a checklist. Yeah, you're right. There is that. Let's check the Gen 1. We're good. Let's swap over to those now. Okay, APU is now sorted. So I'm going to switch the APU bleed off. Packs can come on again. And now I'm going to actually switch the APU off. Probeats can come on. There we go. I think I've got this right. Window heating can go on. There we go. And is that everything? Oh, someone actually put Captain Edwin. Yes, window heat. That looks pretty good to me. Those can go into continuous. Flaps, set flaps. Flaps 5. Auto throttle. Now, knowing me, the auto throttle is not going to arm. Flight director, I'll have master. Auto throttle is probably not going to arm at all. Let's go ahead and go for a quick systems check. Make sure that we've got elevators, which we have. Full ailerons, left and right. And full rudder and steering. Great, we are good there. ECAS, I'm just going to do a recall on both. We are okay. Fantastic. Taxi light can now go on, and I won't bother with runway turn-off lights. In fact, because it's daytime, I don't need to do anything there. Isolation valve auto. Yep, good call. Isolation valve can go to automatic. That looks pretty much as I need it for now. Yeah, that looks pretty much as I need it. Right, let's go ahead and get ourselves to the runway. There's the runway. Alpha November. There's Alpha November. Alright, I'll just follow this around. That's fine by me then. Auto brakes to RTO, arm spoilers. Auto brakes are on RTO. I don't tend to arm the spoilers because of the way my controls are set up. It does a weird thing when arming spoilers. I can try though. I can certainly try to arm the spoilers. Let's see if it works. It may not. No, it's not arming them. This is the issue, unfortunately. Okay, we're just going to go straight onto the runway today, and we are going to stop on the runway. At this point, all these lights can go on. Taxi light can go off. These are both on continuous already. That goes to strobes. That can go on.
Flight attendants, please be seated for departure.
Yeah. And we'll line up nicely on the runway.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Yeah. Thank you, cabin crew who should be British and are American. And we will actually line up about, I'm thinking we'll line up approximately here. That'll do. Okay. I don't know why I've got the course for 77. It should be exactly the opposite. You'll get a takeoff config. Yeah, I'm doing a manual takeoff, so it doesn't really matter. Just having a look at the flight plan here. That should be good. I don't know why it doesn't allow me to do a nice smooth turn. I am going to switch on VNav, LNav. We are going to have. Let's see. I'm doing a manual throttle at the moment. So I'm not going to actually hit that. That looks fine. That's in full TARA. That's absolutely fine. Clock needs to start. This is the one that I always forget. I've just noticed something. There's something going right. Something's going really weird with my reversers. Yeah, there's something weird going on with my reversers. What do I think of the new Microsoft Flight Sim? Oh, I am. You'll get a takeoff config warning. I am very, very happy about that. I'm already getting auto throttle issues. I didn't even press anything. This is the problem with my current setup. I can't wait to actually try the new Microsoft Flight Sim. Right, let's go. Should we go? See what I can do? I doubt I can do much. I will set this to map. That'll tell me where I'm flying. Not a problem there. Everything looks good. I think I'm ready to go. Yep, I think I'm ready to go. Let's do that. Step back slightly. This is I've forgotten the name of this aircraft. What's the number of the aircraft? 3378. Monarch 3378 cleared for takeoff. Stop the clock though. There we go. Here we go. I do hope this works, as I'm worried my controls are not going to quite work. Stable. Again, manual takeoff. 5 knot crosswind, don't forget that. 5 knot crosswind, 8 knots checked.
D1 rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. Go for a very steep climb out here.
1,000.
Flaps going up. On the brakes there for that. Set up speed 220. I will fly this myself and bring it around. Since it's a transfer flight, I'm not too worried. Let's do a full 30-degree bank actually. There we go. And I'll actually bring that nose down now quite nicely. Flaps can go fully up now. Don't bring that nose down. Don't be stupid. There we go. All the way around. Bring up the legs page here. Don't want to climb too much at the moment. I'm going to go for that. Execute. And autopilot take command of that one. Whoa, don't do that for the level change. Excuse me. Keep me at 4,000. Try that. Right, please tell me you're going to be okay now. Come on, aircraft, fly yourself, fly yourself. You should know how to fly yourself. This can now go to off. Single pilot operations is a little bit difficult, I have to admit, especially when you barely fly this aircraft. Auto brake can go to off. These can go to flight. Landing lights, I'm going to leave them on. That's fine, that's fine. Everything else is fine there. Right, okay. Now we can just relax for a bit. Right, 4,000 or below. I will now take this into... Well, I want to see if this works.
1,000 to go.
VNAV. There we go. See what happens. No, no, no. Why are you slowing it down? That's not what you're supposed to be doing. There you go. That was a bit sluggish. But don't nose up like mad. Okay, good. You're not nosing up like mad. 1,000, we should be cleared all the way up. Up to 20. Okay. Sometimes this aircraft just doesn't do what I want it to do ever, and that's just me most of the time. Once we go above 6,000, obviously we've got to set the transition altitude to what it needs to be, but I mean, have a look at that. There we go. Can you really beat an aircraft that looks like that? That is absolutely beautiful, that is. Alright. Now, where exactly are we in the world? There's London over that way. I think we're going to be turning in over Lambourne, right? Also, since I don't know any other ways down. How did I learn to fly an X-plane? I've been flying for a very, very long time. To be honest, that was, for some reason, that takeoff was not exactly as I wanted to do it. If you have a look, you wanted to get into flight sims. Well, I do have a flight tutorial series, although it's not particularly for X-plane, but it's for flying in general. I'm going to be remaking that series, but you can have a look at the videos that are currently there, and it teaches you all the basics of flying and things like that. I have a degree in well, part of my degree actually has qualifications in things like avionics and flight mechanics and flight dynamics, things like that. So I do have a qualification. I think is it called a major in America? I'm not quite sure. In that, I do work with real life pilots on occasion, and I've been in full training sims. 737. It looks like I need to get back into it. I need to get back into that because that takeoff was really bad. Mind you, I was rushing it a bit to try and get us out of here. Nevertheless, I am going to hope that the landing is a lot better. I'm actually concerned about the temperature at the moment. 8 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure whether to go ahead and get myself anti-ice on at this particular moment in time. There's London over there. That's the M25 bridge. City of London over there. You can just see. That's the O2 Arena, Millennium Dome, Olympic Stadium, Canary Wharf. That's Canada Square over there. That's the Shard. Might just be able to see Tower Bridge or things like that in the haze. There's Tower Bridge just there. The Gherkin. There's some buildings all the way around. There's Battersea Power Station. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Nice to see me back in X-Plane. Yeah, it's been... I really need to play a lot more of this. I really want to do a lot more with the 737. A lot more. You can see how rusty I am, where I only fly it once every... I don't know how many weeks. But if I hopefully get a chance to play it more, I'll be able to, you know, play the aircraft, use the aircraft a lot better, actually fly it a lot better. That's a nice sweeping turn coming up. That's nice. Heading in towards Lambourne. ORBX looking great, as always. There's another potential screenshot right there. Recognise a whole bunch of the roads. It's the M25. No, it's not. That's not the M25. That's the M20, maybe. I say recognise the roads. That's not the M25. Very busy down there. Very busy traffic. I have. It looks absolutely astounding, and I am definitely going to be doing videos on that. Right. Let's learn a little bit about Manchester Airport, because I don't know much about it. It looks like I'm going to be landing on... I said 23 left, didn't I? How long are these runways? 23 left, 23 right. 23 left looks a lot longer. I feel like I could land 23 right. Elevation is going to be 167. No, wait. Threshold elevation 249. Okay, so looks like we're going to be landing at 250 on that. But yeah, MSFS looks really good. I'm really glad, because I still own Flight Simulator 2000, 2002, 2004, 2000 and Flight Simulator 2006, Flight FSX. So I still own those 4, and until last year I used to play FSX. It would be awesome if you could do videos on explain where you fly from airport to airport, not a tutorial. I intend to do more of them. It's just very, very difficult to do so. I really, really do want to do those, as you can imagine. There's the M25 right there. That right there is the M25 all the way. Lovely. There's River Thames. Let's fly directly to Lambourne, yeah, and then we're going to go across. Been in the air for 10 minutes. It's going to, by the time we land, it's definitely going to get dark. Right, time to put your foot down a little bit. See, that is not what I expect it to do. For some reason it does that, and I don't like that. I do not like that one bit. We are now going to go standard. So what I'm going to do, in fact, is I'm going to do a change on this. I'm going to select my altitude of 6,000. I'm going to hold it myself. Right, I'm going to do this manually. This is how I know they do it. This is how they do it in some of the sims that I've been in, training sims. They used to do it like this manually. That's lovely. That really is lovely. Just looking out to London. I mean, I could just sit on this side. Just look over and you see London out there. That's really cool. Just to point, that's London City. That's London. Look, that's London City Airport right there. Thames Barrier, London City Airport, O2, Canada Square, and then the whole rest of London, or everywhere you can see. Okay, here's the idea. So once we get to Lambourne, we're going to be cleared. Oh, not at all. Not at all. I mean, I want to do some more flying from... I want to do a lot more flight simulation. It's just the time to do it, the expenses, things like that, to get the right equipment and whatnot. It's very expensive. That's why I push my Patreon channel. That's why I, that's why I try and do a lot of different things. And it is difficult, but I do appreciate that this is what people want, and I really do want to do a lot more simulation content. I mean, that's why on my channel, for the slogan for my channel, simulation comes first. Simulation, strategy, then survival. I do the least survival games, but simulation and strategy, there'll be a fair amount. Okay, so here comes the idea. Set up 20,000. We'll do a 2,500 foot per minute climb. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Yeah, not yet. Not yet. Just checking, making sure it's okay. Just waiting for Lambourne, and then we'll say we're cleared up. Alright, that's Lambourne, we're cleared up. 2,500 foot per minute climb. Accelerate to 292, please. There we go. Up we go. Actually, let's do a 2,000 foot per minute climb. That'll be easier. And we're up again. Right. Oh wait, can I actually do things here? I've never tried this. Well, I have tried it once before, but never... You see, I don't get the... Oh, I do have. Fantastic. 23 right. 109.5. Which runway have I chose? Which have I chose? 23 right. Yeah, brilliant. That's what we're going to be doing. All right. It gives it to me right here. 109.5. I'll actually make sure that's tuned in already. Technically, we should be tuning in other ones here, but I'm just going to do it. Like I said, I'm going to do it slightly the cheaty way. Easier way. I'll be talking to air traffic control and whatnot, so there's a lot that we need to do. Anyway, continue our climb up. What kind of speeds we're looking at? 292. 292. Is that all we're going to be doing today? 292. I guess so. I didn't think we were going to be... I thought we were doing a lot faster than that. As a matter of fact, I am going to... I want to do more than 292. I'm going to go for... I want to go for... let's see what 310 gives me. Actually, no. 320. Give me 320.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign will be switched off shortly. However, for your own safety, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt loosely fastened in case of any unexpected turbulence.
Yeah, quiet. That's going to be a ground speed of 400 depending on the winds. Yeah, it is. But that should be okay as we're going through some very fine clouds. We've got a ground speed of 344 currently, which is fine by me. That's absolutely fine by me, 344. Now, I want to make sure that I am well prepared for landing at Manchester. I really need to be well prepared on this. So, I'm going to put this into plan mode. I'm going to check these one at a time, make sure we're okay. Okay, that's how it wants us to do that. I will most likely at Daney go into legs. So I will actually go out that way, extend that center line. See, unfortunately, I don't know how to put another. When I did this in the real sim, that really makes sense, doesn't it? When I did it in the professional sim, what we could do is we can actually fit another one in here. So what we'd do is we'd basically hit that. Oops, not that. Mistake. Clear. We'd hit that, and then we'd put in a slash whatever we wanted, and then we'd put a slash whatever we wanted, and then that would give us our extra leg. Still a 10 nautical mile final. It is still a 10 nautical mile final, yeah, because that's the centre of it. It's got 10 nautical miles. I just want a nicer turn there. I really want a nicer turn. So I'm thinking at Daney, flight level 8000, we'll start descending, but we'll go into a circuit and we'll fly it like that. Or what we'll do is we'll go, as soon as we get into the 10 nautical miles range, I will then peel around and get my circuit. So that's what I'm thinking. On the tablet, and yes, there is a checklist right here. The checklist is here, and we'll be currently on the, I suppose, cruise is already done. Get rid of those. Should have really switched those off. But here we go. I don't need to worry about that. That's all done. And like I said, that before top descent, mod route for the arrival, we've already done that. I need to just find some of the information. What waypoint? Right, I don't think you can do it in the Zibo mod because I've tried it before. I've tried it before, and what it is that you can slot another waypoint in there using the previous one. So basically, I'd pull that in, and then I would put in. So I'd do that, and then put slash. Let's say, for example, what's it going to be? So 06. Yeah, 06, right? Can you? Because I never used to be able to. Ah, see, in the actual aircraft, I'm pretty sure we put a slash. Oh, no, we don't. We put the distance with a slash. Hold on. We put 60 slash, and then we'll put a distance, and I want 10 miles. So if I type that in, yeah, but if I type that in and put
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go, yep. Do that. If I do that, will it allow me to slot it in right there in between? Will it allow me to slot it in between? That's something that I couldn't get it to do. I managed to, because I did it on the real sim. I did it with a Bovington one, and I did a 122 on a Bovington as we were coming in to give us an extended leg, and then we sort of flew over London. But on this, it doesn't seem like I can. So I should just be able to click here. Alright, well, I'll try it. Invalid entry. That didn't work. Nope. That's the issue. It's alright, it doesn't really matter. I can do it manually. I don't have any problems with doing it manually. Yeah, go right ahead, please, and just double check for me. That would be great. In the meantime, let's have a look outside. I say let's have a look outside. Oh dear. Why is this? My keyboard's not working. Huh? The aircraft's still responding. I have no keyboard anymore. That's a new error. Hold on, let me try again. That's a very new error. Well, that's a problem because some of my controls are bound to keyboards. Go to airport page on AFB. Oh, Well, thank you. Why? Thank you. That's a new one. What I've realised is that I set this and I got the date wrong. I got the date wrong, so right now we should be going into a sunset, but it's not yet because the date's wrong. The time's right, date's wrong. Thanks for that, Anthony. I didn't quite... That's stupid. Like, when you exit that, it should just take you straight out of it. Rubbish. Okay, well, anyway. -6. Really should have that on. Right. Oh, my keyboard's definitely getting power. Every key was lit up. Now it's just, I suppose, just sit, relax, figure it out. Figure out how far we've got to go. How far are we? Let's find out. We're almost at top of descent. So, looking at that, being almost at top of descent, that's saying something. Alright, here we go. Time to land the aircraft. Really should have got the date right. Right. Descent checklist. I just switched off the tablet. Well done me. Anyway. Descent checklist. Don't switch off the tablet this time. Landing altitude, done. That's fine. Approach ref, VREF, enter. We need to do that. Let's go ahead and prepare for this approach. We're going to do a flaps 30. Yeah, let's confirm flaps 30. 109.5, that's in. US data format. For what? Sorry, I'm a little confused as to what you're talking about on that. I do apologise. Now, how do I get back to the FMC? To menu. That's it. ACARS. ATIS request. I'm going to do a request for Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. Alright, send for a request. Dates format. Works for me. Do I have the latest up? I do. That's odd because I'll have to check it. I'll have to check it off camera a number of times. Right, VREF has been entered. Right, we need to put the minimums in. Auto brake as needed. We'll be doing auto brake 2. Okay. It's going to be interesting. Top of descent as well. Let's find out what that is. It's variable at 1. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. 1022 is our barometric pressure. .1022. So that's 1022 for me. we need to bring this down. I'll actually bring it into, I actually have VNav here. Let's start slowing ourselves right the way down and bring ourselves into our descent. Okay, and in the meantime, let's go ahead and get our information from our charts for the landing. Is this the runway I want? This is runway 5, no, runway 27. Sorry, not 27, 23. There we go. What's our... what is it? Category C is what we are, I think. We want C, Cat 2, aircraft category C. We'll do Cat 2, 82. Let's do 82. On retard, I don't know what it's doing. Right, as we come back, as we start descending. What are we descending to? I don't even know. We're descending to flight level 80. Okay, flight level 80 is what we go to. There we go. Nice stable descent. I don't have the new fueling options. I noticed that as well. I don't understand why. I literally just installed the update before the stream started. That's why things are a little bit odd, by the way. Nope. We want Barrow. No, we don't. We want radio. 82. There we go. That will do quite nicely for us. In fact, no, we're gonna do a manual landing. So let's do 172, Cat 1 manual. It'll be easy enough for me anyway, hopefully. 172. Reference 30, 125. That's fine. That is a really weird. That's a really weird one there. Trent. About 40 miles from Trent or so. Is that what we're showing? Just looking over different cities here. What city is this? Is that Derby? Oh yeah, that's Derby. So we're not 40 miles from Trent. We're way. There's East Midlands Airport right there. That's East Midlands, Derby, Nottingham, Leicester. Trent is just out here. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, we're only about 10 miles from Trent right now. So we're looking at that. Right. Let's have a look. Oh boy. This is in a way I feel like I'm getting this quite badly wrong. You just have that feeling that you're just starting to get things a bit wrong, and yeah, that's the feeling I've currently got. That's been set up quite nicely, so I don't have anything to worry about there. In fact, let me just have one more look at that chart. What are we looking at here? Coming 3,500, 10 miles. You want to be descending from 10 miles. Probably going to be descending at 160, so we want 850 foot per minute rate of descent from 10 miles. That's going to be an interesting one to bring in. Yeah, I definitely want a little bit more than 10 miles. Just rusty, very rusty, very rusty, unfortunately. Right, let's start preparing to do my weird thing. So we're going for a heading of, what did I say, 050, right? Yeah, let's go 050. Oh, I didn't actually also check what's the actual final approach course. 52. 052 is the course, so we'll do 052. There we go. Okay, lovely. So what we're going to do is, as soon as we get past the decel, I see the ring, so you know what, I'm going to put a fix on this as well. I remember how to do this. Echo Golf Charlie Charlie slash 10. There we go. There's my 10 mile range rings. I'll be flying the Just Flight 747 Classic when it comes to X-Plane. Will be the next aircraft that I fly, next jet that I fly. But I really want to get more in this. Okay, here we go. This should be nice. Yeah, I wanna do, so as soon as we go for decel, I'm gonna start descending to 3,500. So let's go for 3,500. No, hold on. We're at 8,000. No, we're coming down to 8,000. I want that altitude to be held at 8,000, and then we'll bring it down further. And then we'll see what I can do from there. 77232. 232. Yep. Good call. And I'm actually going to swap these around now. I'll do that actually when I'm on my other leg. I'll do that when I'm on the downwind leg. I'll do this to 232 for now though. Come on. No. 700. Yeah, keep that aircraft coming down. Drag required. Fine. There we go. That was bound to happen too. 232. 232. Swap that. There we go. That's our center line there. Okay, we're doing all right. Needs a great 747. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
1,000 to go.
Right. Altitude hold for that. Heading select. Let's go. No, drop it. Why are you doing that?
1,000 to go.
250. There we go. Okay, good. That's what I want to do. And then I will work out a course in all the way around. Should be absolutely fine. Right. Let's start bringing ourselves down to 3,000. Let's bring ourselves down to, let's say we're cleared for 6,000 feet as a descent. There. That can go back. On the drag, we're looking for 150 as our next one. I'm going to drop us to 210 now. Or actually, I'm going to drop us to 230. We'll go 210 on the base leg. Then we'll slow down to 180 coming in as we're turning. No, we'll go for 180 before we turn in. So we'll go 210 now. There we go. I'm just working this out of my own accord. Just trying to work out how to best do it. You'll have to excuse my sort of haphazardness at this point in time of just figuring out what I'm doing. 10 miles. Can I drop 3,500 feet in 10 miles? No. So I'm going to go for 5,000. Let's say we're cleared to descend 5,000. That's been set. That's fine. I think we should be completely okay here. Drag, give me drag. Slow this aircraft down. It's clearly we're not slowing down fast enough. That's absolutely fine though. Okay, still looking to slow down. I need 3,500, of course. In fact, let's just bring it down all the way to 3,500 now. We're now there. That's fine by me. This is why they normally give them longer runs, because see, when you're coming to an airport like this, generally you're given a lot more space to bring the aircraft in, which clearly here is not quite the case. Right, 320. That now works, at least. When you double click that, it just moves and drags that around. That never used to work as well in the earlier Zibo. Okay, we've got ourselves our glide slope, but I think that's going to give us a false reading at the moment. Actually, no, that might not be a false reading. And we are coming down nicely. As long as we're at 3,500 as we get into that ring, I am okay. Bring that a little bit closer now. 10-mile range. Speed brakes are still out at flight detent, trying to slow us down as best as we can. However, we are descending very nicely.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go. That's fine by me. Okay. That's lovely as well. That's a really lovely place to descend over. Beautiful. And basically you're just going to come in that valley. There's actually, if you have a look at the map, there's all the terrain warnings all there. Transition altitude actually here is 5,000, not 6,000. But that's absolutely fine now. Alright, we've got altitude. Fantastic. I will now wait for this, and we're just going to turn in for Manchester. We should be absolutely perfect if I've done this correctly. Let's slow ourselves down to 180 now. Here we go. Heading in for 2-3. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the stream despite the very rusty flying that has been going on today. See if we can catch the localizer on this. Alright, speed brake can come in now. Let this sort itself out, and we're coming down. Here we go. Something not been terrible. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. I'm going to leave it at 180 for now. There's Manchester right there. Once we get in the 10... Oh, should I come into 10-mile range at 160? Yeah, as soon as we get a little bit closer to the 10-mile range, in fact, I am going to start bringing this aircraft down to about 160 now. First stage of flaps can go out. I won't go flaps 5 until we absolutely need it. I'm just going to go straight from flaps 2 to... In fact, should we go flaps 5? I'm gonna go 160. You know what? Let's go flaps 2 for now. I was going to skip flaps 2, but I think flaps 2, flaps 5. Here we go. Try not to use too much fuel. That's the important thing. We're going to try not to use too much fuel as we bring the aircraft in. As like I said, there's Manchester. Oop. Well, we've got the glide slope. That's been acquired very nicely. Should have an 850 foot per minute rate of descent. Once we get within 5 miles of it, as a matter of fact, yeah, when we get within 5 miles, that's when I'm going to drop the gear and that's when I'm going to slow down. So, flaps 5 at 180, and no. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Yes, in theory. No, not in actuality. Similarly, I'm not going to be putting the landing gear down until we're 5 miles away, even though I can see the runway right there, and that's when I'm going to go full config. In fact, I'm now going to go, I'm going to go flaps 15, gear, there you go, about 5 miles. Slow ourselves down to reference speed. This is 125. I'm now going to go flaps 30, and then I'm going to take manual control. Now, which button is my autopilot disengage? That's my question. As soon as it's stabilized, I'm taking control, but I don't know what my autopilot disengage is. Watch it. Come on, aircraft. Stabilize yourself. That's not... I don't like that. Which one's my autopilot disengage? Nope. Nope, okay. Oh, rubbish. That's why I hate this when it does this. There we go. Alright. I have control. Just. There is a bit of a wind. I can feel it. I thought there was supposed to be variable winds of 1 knot. It's a 5 knot crosswind there. Come on, get it back on the glide. Keep control, keep control. Stabilize. 1,000 to go.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Done. I did that early because I'm single pilot operations. 3,500 is our missed approach altitude. There we go. Alright, we're okay. We're alright at the moment. Nice and easy. JJO, you have control. Yes,
500.
I do. Just about. Make this perfectly clear that it's
400.
just about.
300. Approaching minimums.
Oh, little lag
200.
spike. I don't like that.
Minimums.
Landing.
Flight slow.
Shut up.
100.
Flight slow.
50.
Flight
40.
slow.
30. 20. 10.
down. Reverses open.
80 knots.
Outer brakes off. Manual braking. Flaps coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Welcome to Manchester International Airport.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Before leaving the aircraft, please ensure that you have all your personal belongings with you. Customers requiring boarding passes for the onward connections are requested to coordinate with the ground staff. Customers holding onward boarding passes are advised to check the flight information display.
Okay, that could have gone worse. That could have gone a lot worse. But I think we are fairly okay here. There we go. Lovely. And that's all been done in a fairly good time. I was expecting it to take a bit longer, but that's worked quite nicely for us. Speed brake, do not arm. Can you disarm yourself, please? Thank you. Lovely. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. I think what we'll do is I'll stop it right here, and let's have a couple of replays of let's watch a couple of replays of the landing. Save flight. Let's save the replay, and let's watch a couple of replays of the landing and see what we had. What was my replay? Is it Alt and R? That's it, Alt and R. And what we'll do is we'll go free cam. And where should we go? About here. Here we go. That looks like a fairly decent view. Enjoy the landing. I don't even know if this was a good landing. We're about to find out. This is how I'm going to find out what the landing was like. If you thought it was a good landing, put I don't know, a thumbs up or something in the chat box right now. After you've probably seen the actual landing. There's one view of the landing. Where's the aircraft gone? There it is. What other views could we have of said landing? Go back here. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. That's probably going to be a nice view of a landing if I can manage to get it. Oh, that's a very decent view of a landing coming in. Here we go. Maybe the seat in front. Hold on. Quickly now. Quickly now. There we go. No float. Yeah, last time I flew this plane, I bounced it, so that was better. And certainly when I was in the sim, when I was in the professional sim, I did float it. And in fact, there are videos. If you have a look on my channel at Sim2, I think Sim Meets Reality, or something like that, on the channel, you'll see a 4-part video of me flying an aircraft from Birmingham to to London Heathrow, and I definitely floated it down the runway at Heathrow. The first time. Now, I've done it subsequent times after that, and I haven't floated it any of those times, which means I am getting better, slowly. I think that was, yeah, I'll give myself I'll say that's a decent, maybe a 7 out of 10 landing for me, I would say. It was on the centre line, didn't float it, didn't bounce, didn't hit too hard. I could have made it a bit softer. I think just if I'd greased the landing, it would have been much nicer. You just see that tiny bit there, that little bit. I wish I could have done that slightly better, and maybe even got it a little bit better on the centre line. So there is that too. I think, as I said, I think overall maybe that was a decent landing. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed this video. Look at the flaps coming in quite nicely. It's very, very nicely coming in with the flaps. Any other particular views that maybe you guys want to see? Just pop it in the comments box. Any other views you want to see? That was a decent view, actually. I used to have like I said, I used to have the what do you call it? I used to have a view set up for the two of the wings, but it's sort of gone now. Never had a look from the back of the aeroplane. The way it looks like from back here. Down the end. Probably a little bit lower than you'd think. Of course, then you've got the good old business classes and all of that. How do you walk so fast? I hold shift while walking, so this is the normal speed. And if I hold shift before doing that, it gives me some extra speed. That way I can actually get up and down this plane quickly. Oh look, there's a person there. Business class. How do you see it? You probably see it the same way. So just have a look on this side. Shift, and it's the full stop key, or period key, I suppose you guys call it if you're in America. Just another one of the landing. Oh, that looks good. Let's end this video looking at the landing over the last few minutes. Should we watch it from here? Or should we watch it from slightly? I still want to go further back. I really want to go further back on this. Not there. Somewhere over the wing. Here. Yes, this is where I want to look at it from. No, maybe not there. A bit too. No, that's not good enough. We don't get to see outside. Maybe slightly forward of the wing. Here. Ah, yeah, this is good. Engine. There you go. The rain effects work on the cabin now as well. Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, the last time I tried it, it was only working on the front windscreen. So that's really cool that it works in the cabin view. I'm going to have to try one in the rain, definitely. And what do you guys think? Would you like more videos of me flying 737s up and down, in and around places? because I would be very happy to do that. There's a little football pitch down there. Is this Salford? I think this might be Salford. You love my GA stuff, but you like the 737. I'll definitely keep doing the GA things. I mean, I've got an idea of doing a GA series where, because I've got TrueEarth, I'll be able to fly around each city in the United Kingdom and talk about their history, talk about the actual everything about that place. So essentially, doing a tour of the United Kingdom, but in TrueEarth. And in Explain. That's an idea I've had. You like the short flights with the 737-8? Yeah, I mean, short flights, that would be something that I would be wanting to do. No flight that I've done in the 737 has been longer than 2.5 hours. 2 hours 25 minutes was the longest flight time that I had, and I did that one flight. I don't think I ever did it on video. It was Malaga, London Heathrow to Malaga, EGLL to LEMG. That was in Flight Simulator 10. Oh, unfortunately, that it looks like the cars have all frozen, annoyingly. In the replays, they tend to do that. But yeah, I can definitely do some short flights with it. Maybe even some. I can put in some random failures and things like that. So even I don't know what would be coming up. We might get an engine failure, might get hydraulic failures, instrument failures, electronic failures, APU fail, whatever, engine fire. But I can make a bit of a mixture on that. And it might be nice to do other short flights with the 737. I mean, a few flights that I've done in the professional sim is quite a popular one. Is Innsbruck, Munich to Innsbruck. That's a really popular flight to do. So I'd like to perhaps recreate that in X-Plane after I get a bit of practice on it. And yeah, flights like that I think would be very interesting. If people are obviously if people are interested in it. Now, as for the 747, I'm not sure how much I'll be using that, but I will be doing a full in-depth review when I get a hold of it, when it comes out. That might even end up being something like a 3 or 4 week review with 8 parts or something, 2 episodes a week. So there is going to be that, and I am going to Cosford, RAF Cosford, on Saturday for a flight sim show. I've been invited there, so I will be there, and hopefully I'll be grabbing some interviews like I did last year, finding out a little bit more about the games that the different titles, sim titles, flying titles that are going to be coming out. Dead Stick, for example, is one that I'm really looking forward to playing, and I think I'll be definitely playing it on my channel. Other ones that I'm looking forward to, perhaps just additional mods for X-Plane, maybe even some VR stuff. I have a graphics card that can take the VR now, so there is that. Although that being said, in X-Plane it still struggles. I mean, I still wasn't getting 60 frames per second today, so that just shows you how much X-Plane takes. Of course, X-Plane is working on the Vulkan API, and so there is that. And working on that Vulkan API means that hopefully we should have better frame rates in the future. So yeah, there's that. Any other views that I could potentially do? think I could do any other particular view. Look at these. Do people do landings from this view? Oh wow, that's actually an interesting one. Wingtip looking in. Wingtip looking in, that'd be interesting. I like this one though. I might try the wingtip one next to end the video or end the stream off. You guys probably can't even hear me over the sound of that, so I'm going to put that down slightly. Very noisy. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this stream. This is probably going to be my... I'm not going to have another X-Plane video for another week or so. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Maybe I'll just do another stream. I might try and recreate this flight, but go from Manchester to London next week, next Wednesday. I'll try and go Manchester to London and see what it is. And if it does pick up, then what I might do is I might have flight sim streams on Wednesdays. If people are interested in watching flight sim streams on a Wednesday, I might do that every Wednesday or every other Wednesday, which would be pretty good. And I definitely want to bring racing streams back, which I've been doing lately. I've been bringing some Assetto Corsa streams back, which is they've proved fairly popular, so I'm quite happy about that. Right, let's do the last one, which is the wingtip looking in. See if I can actually do that. I take it that's the sort that you're referring to? Yeah, let's do that. One more. Oh, that looks terrible. Let's do it slightly closer. There we go. Like that, I suppose. And that's where I'm going to end the stream. Thank you very much for watching. And for those of you who enjoy the video, please make sure you're hitting that like button. You subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Twitch and social media. If 737 was a vlogger, yep. This is a selfie cam right here. Feels so wrong me saying that word. So wrong. Anyway, don't forget to, like I said, subscribe, hit that like button, leave comments. Thank you, both of you, Anthony, JJO. Who else was on this today? Chris Brown, of course, one of my patrons, really great guy. Northeast Alabama, Captain Edwin, Flightastic, Jay Archer, and of course that Kicks My Cat. Is that what your name actually says? Kicks My Cat. Why would you do that? Bizarre. Thank you to all of you guys for watching. If you really do enjoy these videos and can afford to do so, please support me on Patreon. www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Links are in the description box below. Your support would be massively appreciated. And you can find me on social media. That one's free, and that's ECGadget LP for both Twitter and Instagram. I think a few photos from this stream might end up on Instagram, so we shall definitely have to see. Might have to go back on the replays afterwards, but yeah, I think that's everything, and I'll see you guys in another stream, and of course another X-Plane 11 video and any other videos on my channel.